This is the 34th IAAF World Cross Country Championships 2006 from Fukuoka, Japan. We're at the starting line getting ready for the women's long race, and we are at Umino Nakamichi Seaside Park here in Fukuoka. Women's long race, 8 kilometers, 4 laps on this course. There are 104 athletes from 32 countries. This race significant in particular to Xurunash Dibaabaa of Ethiopia, who will also attempt to achieve a double here. She was a double winner at last year's World Championships, only the second time it had been done in women's competition. Hoping to repeat that again this year. This, the final time the short race is being run at the World Championships. Fairly flat course, same course as the other races with 3 features. This first one here, big power hill. The only significant hill on this course, it has a 6-meter elevation. The flat part of this course is called Cherry Blossom Road, and there are a series of camel humps, for lack of a better term, to describe the bumps that come later on this course. In the lead from the Netherlands, Lorna Kiplagat, runner number 181. Lorna, a very seasoned competitor, world and Olympic finalist in the 10,000 meter, and her experience in those events should serve her well here. Last seen in the world's women's long race in 2004, where she was 6th in Brussels. እ.ኤ.አ of Ethiopia in second at the moment. And Japanese favorite Kayoku Fukushi, number 127 in Japan, also in this first group. Older sister Xurunash Dibaabaa, number 75, also competing here. Benita Johnson of Australia, number 16, still in the mix. For the moment, it's Lorna Kiplagat of the Netherlands, followed by Xurunash Dibaabaa of Ethiopia, and the rest of the Ethiopian squad. Team results determined by the top 4 placements of the runners. These placements are added together to create a team score. In this leaders group, there are 11 runners, 5 or 6 of which are Ethiopian, still being led by Lorna Kiplagat of the Netherlands. 3 laps to go. Up over that big power hill, we're well into lap 2. Lorna Kiplagat of the Netherlands continues to lead. Lorna Kiplagat in the lead from the Netherlands, followed by Xurunash Dibaabaa of Ethiopia. Mestawet Tufa, also of Ethiopia, in third. Hiru Mengistu of Ethiopia in fourth. Xurunash Dibaabaa of Ethiopia trying to close in on the lead being held by Lorna Kiplagat of Netherlands. In the group chasing Lorna Kiplagat, all Ethiopians, followed by Mestawet Tufa and Meselech Melkamu, also of Ethiopia. 6th runner in this leader group, Benita Johnson of Australia. Here we have an excellent view of that feature known as the camel humps. Mestawat Tufa, Meslich Melkamu, Xurunash Dibaabaa, all chasing Lorna Kiplagat of the Netherlands. At 32 years old, Lorna, a very seasoned competitor. Six runners in this leaders group. A substantial gap between the leaders and the runners who follow. Still in the lead, Lorna Kiplagat of the Netherlands. Closing the gap now, Xurunash Dibaabaa of Ethiopia and Mestawat Tufa, also of Ethiopia. Benita Johnson moving up into fourth. Benita Johnson from Australia. Meslich Melkamu running neck and neck with Johnson. And Huda Ayalu rounding out that group. Here they are, big power hill. This now in lap 3. In this team competition, top 4 finishers from any one country. Those results are added together to create a team score. Perfect score is 10th. Benita Johnson of Australia making her move here. Moving up into 4th. Lorna Kiplagat of the Netherlands. Xurunash Dibaabaa of Ethiopia, followed by Mestawat Tufa, also of Ethiopia. Mestawat Tufa taking over 2nd place. In 3rd, Meslich Melkamu of Ethiopia. In 2nd, Mestawat Tufa of Ethiopia. Followed very closely by Xurunash Dibaabaa of Ethiopia. Meslich Melkamu of Ethiopia. Huda Ayalu and Benita Johnson of Australia. Meslich Melkamu in 2004 was the junior women's champion. Being overtaken now by Xurunash Dibaabaa, number 76, still chasing Lorna Kiplagat. There are the camel humps. Taking a bit of a lead there. Leaders group stretching out a little bit. Benita Johnson of Australia still in the hunt, in 5th at the moment. Mestawat Tufa, number 84 from Ethiopia, dropping back to 6th place. Meslich Melkamu still in 2nd, chasing Lorna Kiplagat, number 181 from the Netherlands. In 3rd, Xurunash Dibaabaa, number 76 from Ethiopia. And there's the bell for the final lap. Xurunash Dibaabaa in 2nd. Xurunash, last year's winner in this long race. In 4th, Benita Johnson of Australia. A huge gap now between top 3 runners and the latter half of what was the leaders group. In the lead now, still Lorna Kiplagat from the Netherlands, Xurunash Dibaabaa of Ethiopia, Meslich Melkamu, also of Ethiopia, in 3rd. looking for a decisive victory. In second so far, Xurunash Dibaabaa hoping to catch her. Mesaj Milkamu of Ethiopia in third. Margin getting wider. Lorna Kiplagat of the Netherlands. Xurunash Dibaabaa closing the gap as they start to come in for the last part of the race, coming towards the finish. Xurunash Dibaabaa of Ethiopia trying to catch Lorna Kiplagat. Closing the gap, looking for that win. Lorna Kiplagat of the Netherlands, Xurunash Dibaabaa. And Dibaabaa overtakes her. Coming towards the finish line, it's Xurunash Dibaabaa of Ethiopia. Creating a huge gap between she and Lorna Kiplagat of the Netherlands, overtaking her in the final few hundred meters of this race. A huge margin at the finish, and it looks like an outstanding performance by all of these runners, but brilliant strategy by Xurunash Dibaabaa of Ethiopia approaching the finish line. Xurunash Dibaabaa of Ethiopia the winner, Lorna Kiplagat of the Netherlands in second. Mesaj Milkamu coming into third, also of Ethiopia. And it looks like it will be Benita Johnson of Australia in fourth. An amazing race here, the women's long race. In fifth, we have Wude Ayalu of Ethiopia and Kayoka Fukushi of Japan in sixth.